Howdy there, Goldfish Gang. It's your Goldfish Boys.
On episode number
Nine. I think.
Nine.
Tomorrow we're going double digits, baby.
Yeah. Do you know what the sign language for 9 is?
It's like, it's.
You got it.
This?
I believe so. It has it. Now you got me confused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, now I've got to look it up now. I've got to look it up. I'm embarrassed.
I know bacon.
If you know, give us a video in the comments that tells us how to do the sign language.
Yeah, just write it in the comments below.
Yeah. Write it.
Yeah.
Exactly. What do we do today?
What do we do today? We worked our butts off.
We did.
Painting our patio and our doors.
And then what did we find out about our patio after we had mostly done?
Well, we already knew we're probably gonna have to do this, but we found out that it was a complete waste of time, and because it's all crunchy crunch.
I think it was I don't know about you, but I think it might have been a mistake to make a patio out of pretzels.
Yeah.
You know, if we were in Arizona, it might have been okay, but in the soggy weather, maybe it wasn't such a good idea.
And the dogs lick it too, which is weird.
Right. Next. Exactly. Porcupines.
Yeah, next time we're going to make it out of Hawk. Yeah.
Hawkins cheesies.
That's smart.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah, we got to the point in the work where we've got everything primered, so we can't just stop doing the job.
Yeah, we're literally painting
to finish.
We're going to tear down in about 3 months probably.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, boring. But what was good about that, and I said something about it on another Facebook post earlier, is I just really loved spending the time with you. We had some great talks today.
Really nice.
Yeah, it was
How
nice.
much do you guys know about Eric Erickson? Probably less than me.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. And Freud and Adler.
Yeah.
And the definition of time. We had some really big conversations today. Anyways, and before we go on to what other big conversation is going to form our video tonight, why don't I tell the crowd how badly I lost to David in the hairdressing competition last night. It wasn't even close. We had a lot of votes. Hairdressing is your jam, Goldfish Gang. We had a lot of votes. I lost count.
Yeah.
I think I had 2 votes for me and a couple of what I would call honorable mentions. And you were like the Powerball. The number was just going up and up and up and up and up.
Yeah, I didn't have very much to work with. But I did what I could.
Wow.
Yeah.
The same thing I've heard from your teachers over the years.
Yeah, there's not much improvement you can make with me. So,
exactly,
you're right.
Exactly.
Anyways, so, what are we doing tonight?
You tell the peeps what we're doing today.
All right.
Your comments. We want you to put your comments down below because it's really a great way for you to spend
All
time.
right, let me paint you a picture, Bob Ross style.
Ooh, happy trees.
You are in a plane off to wherever you want. And your pilot says, in a very calm tone, we're going down. We're going to have to land on a desert island. And you crash. He's fine, but he disappears after a while. But he's alive.
How is he fine and he disappears for a while?
Please.
Fish food?
Please.
He takes the one rubber boat and leaves, doesn't he?
Please, yes.
He's not a
Your
Sully.
airplane is not there anymore.
He's not Sully, that's for sure.
But you are left with your favorite objects.
Okay, so there are some categories. What are the 6 categories?
The 6 categories are...
We'll go through them all.
Food.
Your favorite food.
Your favorite book. Your favorite musical album.
Well, your desert island. I don't quite think they're the favorites. They're the one that you have to keep.
Oh,
okay?
yeah, that's right.
You can listen to the most. Okay?
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Food, book, musical album, object, movie, anything but mode of transportation off the island.
That's right. Anything but a boat or a plane is your last 6th category. So let's start you off. Mine's easy. What food are you taking?
Food. Okay, I've thought a lot about this one over the years, and I want something that's balanced. And I think when I think of a balanced food, I think of pizza. It's got dairy, it's got meat, it's got vegetables, and it's got bread. So I'm getting like an everything pizza, and then if I don't want the pepperoni on it one day, I'll just take the pepperoni off. or something like that. So I'm gonna go with pizza. What about you?
Well, I think that the expiry date on your pizza might not be the best.
Well,
Whereas if you get my all-time favorite, you know these suckers are going to last. I've had them when they were stale before, and I think that you can eat them until they get stale.
Yeah, they're not.
And then you make a raft out of them.
That's a good
We're
point.
going to make a patio out of them.
Yeah.
We're going to make a raft out of them.
Yeah.
So, perfect food. All right, now I'll do this one next,
Okay, yeah.
The book that I would keep is a book I loved since I was a little kid, and I read it to you when you were little, and you loved it too when you read the follow-up one, and then the third one wasn't very good. Do you remember what book it was?
Yep, My Side of the Mountain.
My Side of the Mountain. And I loved that book because it was all about a kid running away. Everybody was okay with him running away, which was bizarre.
Yeah.
And he went into the forest, and he lived in a tree stump, and it was all about how to survive too. So you could actually probably learn some stuff. Maybe you could catch a peregrine falcon.
Oh yeah.
And do some fishing.
Yeah.
What about you? What would your book be?
My book is actually a book I haven't finished reading. I'm about halfway through, and I'm in love with it. It's a great book. It's Ready Player One.
I knew it.
Yeah, it's not the biggest book, but I feel like it's a book that's really immersive, and I think it could definitely help me stay creative and maybe help me come up with some creative methods to survive on the island.
I think it's kind of ironic that it's a book entirely about living in an electronic age.
Yeah.
And you were going to read it on an island where you won't have any electricity.
Yeah.
All right, what about the third one?
Musical album. Okay, so my album, I discovered it not too long ago. It's Flower Boy by Tyler, the Creator. I think I could listen to it over and over again.
I have never heard of this. It's a rap album, right?
Yeah, you shouldn't listen to it.
I shouldn't listen to it? It's got, I don't know if you know this or not, but I actually have heard some of those words before. And some of the music I liked had it. But my musical album couldn't be more wholesome. Do you know what my album would be?
No.
My musical album is like one of the first albums I ever had. And I don't really listen to it that much anymore. But if I had to have one album, it would be John Denver's Greatest Hits.
Oh, yeah?
I love that album. It was like, literally, I wore that album out. It was one of my very first records when I was little, smaller than you. And I just played it and played it and played it and played it. And I could sing those songs over again. And they make you feel good. And so it's not a rock album. It's not really a pop album, although it was really popular at the time. But it'd be awesome. Plus, John Denver, hung with the Muppets. So,
he did.
So how cool John Denver must have been. Right?
Yeah, that's a very
Excellent.
good point.
All right. What would your object be?
Object B. I think that my object would be, and it would be hard to use here, but I think that I would find some ways to use it. I think it would be my skateboard.
I knew you were going to say your
Yeah,
skateboard.
I can use a coconut as a helmet. And all you from the Lax fam, don't get disappointed. Yeah,
well, and you know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Because as long as I can bring a ball, and let's be honest, for me, we probably need
a
case of balls. And I'm fairly sure if they get salt water, they get a little bit dog ballish.
Yeah, that's
but,
all right.
I bring in my stick and bring in some balls for
yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
And find ways to bounce them off things. What would your movie?
My movie. I think this is the hardest one for me.
It's the easiest one. Duh.
I don't know. Movie that I really like. I don't know. I really like Back to the Future 2. I might bring that. I'm not sure.
It sounds like a good choice, but the clear and obvious choice is Wilson!
Castaway?
Castaway! Again, it's a perfect movie because, first of all, it's awesome, and it has T. Hanks, and he is the best actor, and it's literally about being on this island. I love the movie. I still want to know what was in that package at the very end.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't actually want to know. I'm happy not knowing.
Yeah.
All right, but Castaway, one of the best movies ever.
Wouldn't you just be like watching a movie about yourself, though?
Do you know the funny thing? Exactly. But the funny thing about that movie that I love, and this isn't a joking thing at all, is that there's so many things in movies that are done over and over and over again. And a story about a guy who actually had to live on an island, and then he came back and found his wife was married to somebody else with kids. That scene with Helen Hunt in the rain and the tension back and forth. If you haven't seen this movie and you're stuck inside like the rest of us, watch Castaway again. Every bit of it's
remember
awesome.
that happened.
Oh, you gotta watch
I've got to watch it again. We
Awesome.
own it, so.
Yeah, we do.
Yep.
And
anything but a boat.
anything but a boat?
My object, I know I worried some of you. Don't worry, Uncle Dave. Don't worry, Auntie Lola. I'm bringing it with me. The lacrosse stick.
Okay, that's
Come with
okay.
me.
But, Skippy, come here. Come here. You're my anything but a boat. Come here, Skippy. Come on, Skippy, you're going to come with the desert island. All right. Who would not bring a ferocious guard Pouchon? That is
And
just
you can
ridiculous.
feed them your mac and cheese.
Oh, that's how they scare away the lions and tigers with those roars. All right. So we want to hear your top things from Desert Island.
Yep.
Your food. Your book. Your musical album.
Object. Movie, and anything but a boat.
Anything but a boat. We want them in the columns below, and if you want to, or in the comments below, tell us who you thought had a better list.
Yeah, exactly. Who would you rather be stuck on a desert island with?
Oh, no, that's not fair, because there's nobody who's saying they want to be stuck on a desert island
That's
with
a good point.
There ain't nobody. Yep. I don't want to be stuck on a desert island with me. I'd rather be with you. All right. So, sign us off and let the folks know what they should do.
Yeah.
In the meantime and in between time.
Fun episode today. In the meantime and in between time, while you're trying to cope with the sadness that you don't get to see us for another 24 hours, stay creamy, stay dreamy. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.